All set. All right, it's my pleasure to welcome Robert Karlsson here, a 3 under 67. Robert, 6 birdies, 3 bogeys today. Can you kind of take us through your card, take us through your round and clubs you hit in, putts you made?
I mean, the course is set up very difficult, so when you miss the shots, you miss it. But let's see, I birdied on 2, I sandwich, third shot in on 2, 12 feet. Left on number 3 into the bunker, 5 iron, plugged in the bunker, not much to do. 3 iron, second shot. No, 3 putted 4, 30 feet. 6 drive 3 iron, 2 putts. Where else is the next one?
11, par 3.
8 iron to 12 feet. Missed the drive on 12, had to chop it out sideways. Missed the green. I made a great bogey. Actually, it was very important for the round to keep it going. Just drop 1. Then I hit to 3 feet on 14 with an 8 iron and 2 feet with a 5 iron on 15, and 7 iron in on 18 to 8-9 feet. Something like that.
Yeah, nice way to finish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you mentioned 12. Yeah. You made bogey there, but sometimes in U.S. Opens, and you've played in plenty of them now. A U.S. Senior Open, you're first. Those par saves and bogey saves even can be really important. Talk a little bit about that, how this one kept you around going, and in general, how important those are.
Yeah, I mean, when I had a couple of them where you missed the driver, and we just had to play out sideways. I was lucky I got away with 1 on 17, but when I knocked it in from 4.5, 5 feet on 12, it felt like a really good save, even though it was a 5 on a par 4. I hit it right in the rough, and just the fairway was so slopey, so I just tried to hit the fairway from 40 yards, and it rolled over and just rolled up against the fringe on the other side. So I had a horrible lie for my third shot. So I left that like 25 yards short of the flag, and it was a good up and down to just make a bogey. And then I had played well from there in. I had birdie chance on 13 that I missed, and then played well. My 3 birdies last 5 holes. So it was obviously very encouraging.
So you've played in a bunch of U.S. Opens now. Again, this is your first U.S. Senior Open. How did the conditions, the feel, how does it kind of compare in playing in that U.S. Open atmosphere?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to play U.S. Open. I've had some success in some of them. So, the mental aspect of the game is going to come in. It's going to be, you're going to miss shots, you're going to make bogeys. So, just told my caddy this morning is just let's go out and be ultra patient no matter what happens. So that was kind of my goal, to be that. And the setup this year, I mean, obviously it's my first senior, but from tee to green, it's pretty much what we play on the big US Open as well. Maybe the rough will be slightly higher, but not much because it's brutally thick. The green's obviously very soft at the moment, and maybe a little bit on the slow side if you compare it to what it probably would be on the big US Open. But also the greens are very slopey, so I'm not so sure you could play them that much quicker. But it's a good setup. It's tough.
Yeah, you mentioned you've had a couple nice performances in the U.S. Open, one of those being in 2008 at Torrey Pines. You were just there for the U.S. Open. When I don't know how much you were able to watch this year, but did you have some memories that came back from that championship? Of
course, when you come back. I mean, this time I watched on TV when you played well in a place, and I mean, I know how those back nine played, and it was very exciting TV. I kind of just turned it on to see a little bit on the last day. I was waiting for a flight, and I mean, the guys, when they all looked like they were the world's best players the first 6 or 7 holes, and they all turned into handicap. It was like a 10 handicappers. It was amazing to see, but that's what pressure is doing to the players. And when things start to go wrong in the US Open, it can go very quickly. And obviously, being European and vice captain for the Ryder Cup, I'm very excited that Ron pulled that one off. So, I mean, it was great to see.
And for you, in addition to being a high-level professional golfer, also have done some coaching and some mentoring. Can you talk a little bit about the work you've done with Madelene Sagstrom over the past little bit, and how that's what you've learned from that as well?
Yeah, I started working with her when she turned pro. The Swedish Golf Federation did a mentor program, so I kind of helped her a little bit and gave her advice when she turned pro. I'm not doing that anymore because she's kind of standing on her own feet now, but it was a fantastic learning experience. First of all, if you're going to say something to someone else, you better believe it and think it yourself. So it was a very, very good learning experience for me as well. I had to go back and really think on what I was trying to give to her, and obviously everything from a mental aspect to things that amateurs they're not used to. She was a very good college player, and she thought it was great to be a pro because now she can practice so much more. And it's actually the opposite. When you turn pro, you probably practice less because even if you have you don't have another job or you don't have another school to take care of, now you have to run your own kind of company. So it's a lot of things like that was kind of she needed to take on very early on, and she did very well on the Symmetra Tour, and I'm very happy for her that she's now pulled through and won her first tournament on the LPGA. So I hope she can have a good, strong finish to this year.
Great. Robert, thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of the week.
Thank you.